MOX, mixed oxide fuel. A very loaded topic, but I will attempt to explain my limited understanding of that issue. The U.S. produced about 100 tons of weapons-grade plutonium out of the 500 tons worldwide supply. A lot of that went into weapons, and some of it hasn't made it into weapons yet, which is good. I mean, fewer weapons is good. However, we need to do something with that. Evidently, we have some 34 some odd metric tons, as do the Russians, of excess plutonium that has not been made into bombs yet. And we have an agreement with them that we'll get rid of ours if they get rid of theirs. And so, the Russian uranium bombs were sold to us, a lot of them, and we shoved them into our reactors. Up until a few years ago, half of our nuclear fuel was Russian bombs being burned. And I don't know what's going on with that these days, but the plutonium bombs are another story. We wanted to do the same thing with them, basically mix them into power reactor fuel. But this is a process that is long and involved and requires a whole new technological fuel plant called a MOX plant, which we started to build in South Carolina. Got halfway through it, and then for many reasons decided to stop. The funding has stopped for it. And Senator Graham of South Carolina addresses this issue with Secretary Moniz of Department of Energy and the General, which are both on YouTube, which I've sent. And to summarize his statements, he was asking Moniz if France is doing this, and yes, they are, but it's not weapons grade plutonium, and their structure is different. So the other, is there any other kind of plutonium? Yes. It can, all of it can be a weapon. It's all nasty either way, but militaries only want the 239. However, when that is bombarded in a reactor, it becomes 240, and that can become 241, which can become 242. So, and then you have 238, which is used by NASA. So basically we have 5 different kinds of plutonium. And so, yeah, all of it needs to be gotten rid of. So in Europe, it seems as though they are attempting to get rid of their waste plutonium, not their weapons grade, in that manner, which is actually an entirely different scenario. Not entirely